Ghana, South Africa is Newcastle 1, Arsenal nil. And I'm here with Priye. Bad result today, but just talk me through the game.
Come at the moment, as you can see, the team is regressing. It has regressed from good to bad. At the moment now, the Arsenal team is playing rubbish.
What do you think about the lineup? When you saw the lineup, what was your first? Were you okay with the lineup?
Well, when I saw the lineup, I expected it because Ateta is proving to be a very stubborn man. He keeps on using Trossard as a 10. When we can actually see that Trossard has been struggling to play as that number 10 player. And Partey at the right back too was always expected of him too, because Ateta is this kind of man that once he sees something working, he will continue to use it until it finally backfires him. And it was obvious today that Arsenal needed Partey to play that midfield and control that midfield, because Moreno and Rice partnership was not working well, and as you can see, it ended badly for us. Poor results. Now at the moment, if Man City wins today, they will be topping us with 7 points, and if Chelsea wins tomorrow, they'll be topping us. Chelsea. If Nottingham wins, also they'll be topping us. So it's a bad thing for us, a bad result for us, as you can see.
And the subs. He brought in Merino, Gabriel Jesus, and Ben White.
Gabriel Jesus is becoming a problem for Arsenal. Gabriel Jesus is becoming a problem for Arsenal because Gabriel Jesus cannot play without making take-ons that he actually always loses. You understand? He's always making nonsense dribblings that are not even essential in the match. So Gabriel Jesus is becoming a problem in Arsenal. I don't know. Then Manuel coming on, you could see that Manuel was the only person that could take risks, and he's a risk taker. And present now in Arsenal, that is what we need. We need a risk taker that can take people on and make shots. You understand? And when Manuel came in, he did those things. When Jorginho came in too, he made some creative passes and all. Right now, at the moment, Arsenal is lacking creativity, and using Trossard as a 10 is not working for us creatively. You understand? So I don't know. Ateta, make changes, tweak your team, put in players that can give you creativity in that team.
With Odegaard out, who would you play in that position?
With Odegaard out, the only person close to Odegaard at this point in time when it comes to creativity, it's I would say Sterling can even play well as that at that position.
Sterling.
Yes, Sterling can do a better job than Trossard at the moment in that position. Nwaneri can do a better job at that position now, because Sterling is more creative. You could see in our last match against Preston when Arteta took off this guy. He took off who did he take off? He took off somebody. Immediately Sterling went to that. Sterling played small at that.
Took off Martinelli.
Yes, he took off Martinelli. Immediately Sterling played small at that number 10 role before he shifted to Martinelli's position, and he did well. So Arteta keeps on making this, and Arsenal is a team that needs creativity. Without creativity, we are nothing. If you check for the past matches now, we've been scoring goals just from set pieces. And Arsenal is a creative team, basically. I can't remember the last time we scored a beautiful goal in terms of tip tap, pass, and goal. It's been a while. So I don't know. They would say you could blame it on injuries, but that is not the case, because injuries are inevitable. You must get injuries in a team. But then your second players, like the kind of players you have on the bench here will determine how far you go throughout the season. Now, at the moment, I will blame Arteta and the management for this issue now we are having in this team. Because why? We had the whole of the transfer window to make our decisions right. We had the whole of the transfer window to make the right decisions, in the sense that we knew where we were lacking in. We didn't have a 9. We didn't have a replacement or a substitute for Odegaard. You sold Fabio Vieira, who was your only option aside Odegaard. You sold Emil Smith Rowe. our this thing, our wing, we don't have somebody to deputize Saka because that position is not even Sterling's position to start with. Yes. Sterling plays better at the other side. Yes. You understand? But deadline day, you didn't bring anybody. You now brought in Sterling, who is probably washed, according to what they said. You understand? So the board, see today against Newcastle, you saw how Isak played as a nine. He was involved in the game and he still scored. Those are the kind of players that's the kind of nine we need. That's the kind of nine we need. You understand? It's not always defender. Buy an attacker, buy a creative midfielder. Let's do this thing. Now, you could say that we bottled the league. They already talked that we bottled the league already.
Bottled the league from the beginning of the season.
That is what they are saying. Patrick Vieira said Arsenal is like a Netflix show.
Yeah, Patrick Sevra.
Yes, Patrick Vieira said that we always wait for the next season. And I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Um, uh, Today, we noticed the midfield was flat. It was poor. They were just going through us. Going into this game, after watching what you've seen, what would you have done better in that lineup, that midfield?
Yeah, so like I said earlier, the midfield was Moreno, Rice, and Trossard.
Sorry, talk me through Martin. After this, talk me through Martinelli's performance today, because himself and Declan Rice, I don't think they were. All the team was terrible, but these two players, I think they are players that needed to be talked about.
I will start with Martinelli. Martinelli these days, I'm a Martinelli stan. I'm a supporter of Martinelli, but Martinelli these days has been something else. Martinelli is becoming a problem in this football club. Martinelli is becoming a big problem in this football club. I don't know why. They said if Moreno come, Moreno will help Martinelli play better. But it's still, in short, right now Martinelli is getting the ball more, but then he uses it to do nothing. He uses it to do nothing. So Martinelli is becoming a problem. I don't know. I don't know. Right now against Preston, Sterling played, and you could see the take on Sterling made. Sterling is the only player right now in Arsenal that could have a successful take on and then go forward with the ball. Sterling is the only player right now in Arsenal that could make it. Gabriel Jesus wash, but Sterling is the only player that can make those successful take ons. You understand? So Martinelli is becoming a big problem in Arsenal at the moment.
Declan Rice.
Declan Rice throughout this season, we all know he has been he has been bad. Like the guy has not been on form throughout the season. Why? Most games this season he has been playing as a four. He has been playing as a four most games this season, and I don't know. They've been saying he's a better player as a four, but from my own perspective, from what I've been seeing him play this season, I feel he's even better moving forward.
Better as an 8.
Yes,
but this has nothing.
Yes, it's better as an 8 because you saw the little change that was made when Partey went back to the midfield and he was moving forward. You could see the runs he made and all. You understand? But playing as a holding midfielder, he struggles. I don't know. So that combination of Rice and Moreno in this game, it was a failure for me. It was a failure.
So our next game, moving forward, our next game is against Inter Milan in the Champions League. What would you do in that game? After what you've seen today, after the performances you've seen today, what would you do in that game?
Against Inter Milan, I feel we might win that because
might win Inter Milan.
We might win Inter Milan. I feel so because the Premier League and the Champions League, they are two different things. You understand? They are two different things. And going forward, I feel Arsenal is a better team this season playing the Champions League than the Premier League. You understand? Yes, they are better playing the Champions League than the Premier League. And in this match, the thing is that Teta is a very stubborn coach. He might have seen some flaws in this game, but he will still go on to make those same mistakes. You understand? But I feel going forward against Inter Milan, my play where my fear is against Chelsea. My fear is against Chelsea because if Arsenal loses that match against Chelsea, we are dead. We will officially become the banter team again. We will. So we should try our best to win Inter Milan. I prefer losing to Inter Milan than losing to Chelsea. Do you get? So I feel like we might win the game against Inter Milan if everything goes according to plan, and then against Chelsea, inshallah.
All right, thanks.